To do, oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through crying, I'm through waiting, I'm through hoping against all hope. I'm through longing for something more that'll never return. I think I've finally learned to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. 'Cause I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through grieving, I'm through dreaming that the life I had is ever coming back. No more wishing on someone else's star that'll never be mine. I think it's time to do what? Bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I've survived many times before, broken hearts and slamming doors. I'll be alright, yes I will once more. Just as I did back then, I'm gonna rise again. So bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new.
My name, good morning. My name is Mary Ann, and I am your trustee on duty today. Don't let it scare you. On behalf of Reverend Donna Maurer and the Board of Trustees, I am privileged to welcome you to the Sonoran Desert Center for Spiritual Living. Whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual path, you're truly welcome here. And here you will be validated, supported, and encouraged to be all that you were meant to be. Our vision statement is love in action. Every day, in every way. I'm supposed to remember a couple of things to mention to you that I didn't write down because I'm your trustee on duty. And I'm just thinking, where's the best place to put that? We'll just work our way through this. We express this love by learning and living the principles of the science of mind. On the back of your programs, you will find our Declaration of Principles. Please join me now in reading them. I believe there is an infinite intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe this intelligent power is only good. I believe this intelligence expresses as me. I believe Through my conscious use of this power, I create my life as happy, healthy, and complete. And so it is. Do we have any first-timers here today?
Right over here in the front.
Hi. I'm really glad that you're here today. It's a great group. Oh, and there's more. And there's one right there. They're sprouting as we speak. Do we know how to manifest around here or what? Yes.
I am Kent, first name, and my sister, who's been greetings from my family, Sister Nadia.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lynn Nice, and I am Lynn's daughter. And my greetings from everyone in Northern California. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, sure.
My name is Lois Howard. I'm visiting from Duluth, Minnesota. I'm a colleague of Ed Stockton. We worked together for many, many years. I believe it's our dear friends.
Nice. Thank you.
My wife and I live in Green Valley, and I train horses on the obvious. I love horses. So, anyway, we're just visiting. Usually we go to the Unity Church
We're better.
in Green Valley.
My daughter Kim and Michael, and they're here visiting from the Portland area too.
Good. Wow. I'm like, wow. All right. I'd like to thank all the people that made this Sunday celebration possible. And first of all, that's you all. What, did I forget something else? No. Okay.
You're doing good.
Row that boat, girl. If you weren't here, we would not be the same. We would miss you. We would really be missing you.
And if you are joining us for the first time, the words for our Namaste song are in the first page of your program, if you'd like to follow with us. The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you. And you and I are one. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. It It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you, and you and I are one. Namaste. Namaste.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rosie Cline, and I am your practitioner today. Hi, Rosie. Hi, sweetie pie. So I'm going to light the candle first. That represents that light, that divine light that shines out of each and every one of you. Springtime is a period of celebration and remembrance for many religions, with observances like Lent and Easter and Christianity. In Christianity, Passover. In Judaism, Holi, I think it's Holi. In Hinduism, Ramadan and Islam, and the pagan Ostara, among others, marking the season's themes of rebirth and renewal. So here we go. Christianity. Lent, beginning this year, March 4th, and ending in April 15th. A day is a 40-day period of spiritual preparation preceding Easter, during which many Christians practice fasting, prayer, and reflection. Many people give up favorite things during this time. I'm giving up sugar. Easter celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ, typically observed on the first Sunday after the first full moon following the spring equinox. It is celebrated by attending church, Easter dinner, and of course, the dyeing and decorating of Easter eggs. For hundreds of years, eggs have been used as a symbol of spring, the spring equinox, and fertility as part of both Easter and the pagan Ostara celebrations. Judaism, or Passover, commemorates the Israelites' exodus from slavery in Egypt, marked by a week-long festival involving a special meal, Seder, with symbolic foods. Passover begins on the 15th day of the Hebrew month of Nisan, which often falls in the Gregorian month of April. Hinduism, Holi, is the festival of colors. It celebrates the triumph of good over evil, the arrival of spring, and the renewal of life, with people throwing colored powder and water at each other. Holi is celebrated on the day after the full moon in March. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar and is a period of fasting from dawn till dusk, while Eid al-Fitr is the festival that marks the end of Ramadan and the breaking of the fast, celebrated with prayer, family gatherings, and food. Buddhism. A Buddhist spring celebration is Vesak, a major festival commemorating Buddha's birth, enlightenment, and passing into nirvana, celebrated on the full moon of an Indian month, which typically falls in April. Magda Puja, Sangha Day. This festival, also known as the Fourfold Assembly Day, commemorates the miraculous gathering of 1,250 monks to honor the Buddha, and is celebrated on the full moon of the third lunar month, March. Taking notes, anybody? Two more. Hanamatsuri is a flower festival. In Japan, this festival celebrates Buddha's birthday and is a time to enjoy the beauty of spring flowers with the custom of pouring fragrant tea over the statue of baby Buddha. Buddha Jayanti, celebrated in Nepal. This festival marks the anniversary of Lord Buddha, and takes place in Lumbini, his birthplace, and other Buddhist monasteries. And last, Ostara, pagan, starts at the spring equinox. It is a solar holiday honoring the spring's warmth, light from the sun, and the awakening of the earth, with themes of balance, renewal, and rebirth. It is the start of the light half of the year. There's something about a battle between the dark and the light that goes on here. You might talk about that a little more. It is celebrated with the coloring and decorating of eggs, planting of seeds and trees, and rituals on the balance of light and dark. And that's about that. So, how are you going to celebrate Easter? You know, we don't have our kids around anymore, so anybody going to color eggs anyway? One. Good for you. Yes, yes. My hero. So I will be at the table over there for those new kids. You come to me with your prayer requests, and if you need an instant, we call it miraculous moment, I'll do that for you right on the spot. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. Spring is coming on Thursday. Yay!
This is a beautiful song based on one of the most famous Irish blessings by a good old girl, Kathy Ryan. Summertime, the sun would shine. We'd lay out in the field, sheltered in the shadow of a tree. We'd write our songs to take along, sing out in the road, and you would always sing this song to me. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be at your back. May the sun shine down warm upon your land. May the rain fall soft upon your face until we meet again. And may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. Autumn leaves would leave the trees in colors on the ground, swirling patterns beautiful to see. I'd lay my head upon your lap and would not make a sound, and you would always sing the song to me. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be at your back. May the sun shine down warm warm upon your land. May the rain fall soft upon your face until we meet again. And may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. Winter days, the trees would shiver in the wind, waiting for the warming touch of the spring. You'd hold me in the firelight, we stare into the flames, and this is what you'd always used to sing. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be at your back. May the rain fall soft upon your lands. May the sun shine upon your face until we meet again. And may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. And may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. Oref Mahagat, namaste.
That's such a pretty song. Thank you. Well, good morning. When I made the announcement about Lynn's passing, I forgot to mention that the celebration of life service will be on April 7th, which is a Monday at 10:30. That way, ooh la la, people can come. So. We're continuing our theme, A Deep Breath of Spring, with today's topic, which is living in balance. And as Rosie said, this coming Thursday is the Vernal Equinox, the first day of spring. And it's the time in the northern hemisphere when the amount of daylight and darkness are even. And as a spring or vernal equinox, it celebrates the calling in of more light and shedding the heaviness of winter. It's a significant event in the astronomical cycle of Earth, as well as energetic cycles. And the counterpart to the vernal equinox is the autumnal equinox, again when light and darkness are balanced. Excuse me. But the autumnal equinox marks the end of astronomical summer and heralds the beginning of movement of autumn and the movement into the longer nights of winter. Nature-oriented and eclectic pagans often celebrate the wheel of the year. It's a framework of celebrations that comes from Wicca. And the 8 Wiccan holidays are called Sabbats and include winter and summer solstices, the spring and fall equinoxes, and the 4 midpoints between each of them. So, the ancient people who celebrated the earth were not hampered like we are by bright electric lights or alarm clocks. So they watched and studied the seasons. They understood them from the inside out. They woke up to the sunlight and went to bed in the dark, and they knew that nature was their teacher, and they seemed to understand that their individual lives were inextricably connected with nature and with nature's lessons. The pagans love stories, as Rosie said, especially those that speak to the changing of seasons. The encounter between the Oak King and the Holly King is an ancient legend rooted in Celtic and neo-pagan traditions and represents the cyclical struggle between light and dark, between summer and winter. The two kings are not enemies, but rather two halves of a greater whole, ensuring that the Earth's natural rhythms continue. The Holly King, ruler of the darker half of the year, from summer solstice to winter solstice, gradually loses his strength as the days lengthen after winter solstice. His power is tied to the darkness, and as sunlight increases, he begins to wane. At the spring equinox, when day and night are equal in length, the Oak King, who governs the lighter half of the year, challenges the Holly King to a contest. And from this point forward, the days grow longer, signifying the Oak King's victory. But he does not completely destroy the Holly King, but rather overcomes him, sending him into retreat. The Holly King withdraws, resting and gathering until his return comes again at the autumnal equinox, when the cycles reverse. In Greek mythology, we find the seasonal change in the story of Demeter, Persephone, and Hades. Demeter is Persephone's mother, and she's the goddess of the harvest and agriculture, presiding over crops, grains, food, and the fertility of the earth. Hades is the god of the underworld, and one day he spies the beautiful Persephone picking flowers in a meadow. He abducts her and takes her to the underworld to be his wife. And when Demeter discovers that her daughter is missing, she is in such grief that she can no longer care for the earth, for its grains and crops and harvest. And everything that is growing begins to die. So the gods come together and negotiate with Hades. Persephone, who has by now fallen in love with Hades, will spend one half of the year with him and the other half with her mother. In that way, growth returns to the gardens and balance between light and dark is restored. You know, I think these stories, I love these stories because they tell us that there's a natural balance, not just in the seasons, but in each one of us as well. In the Book of Awakening, Having the Life You Want by Being Present to the Life You Have, poet and author Mark Nepo says, spring is about returning to a state of balance. We can learn from nature's graceful transition, for nature does not revolt or resist. It slowly moves from the dark to the light and from the light to the dark again. It's all about finding the balance in our world. And then he tells this story about a friend. I listened carefully as he described his little girl's first steps. He encouraged her to keep her eyes on him, and only when she didn't did she stumble. Only when she lost her focus, when she became too conscious of the steps she was taking, did she fall. I was afraid he was going to declare some parental primacy, that without his loving presence, his little girl wouldn't be able to make her way. But to my surprise, he understood her first steps more deeply as a wisdom that affects us all. He started off offering slowly. She made me realize that when I stop looking for a sense of truth, I stumble. When I lose my focus on what really matters, I fall. This small story has stayed with me, for aren't we forever taking steps again and again? Don't we uncover a mystery of strength by looking out before us and bringing into focus a deeper sense of truth? Isn't balance, in reality, the ability to step quite naturally, like this little girl, without too much thought into everything larger than our fear? So focusing on what really matters allows us to see experiences from a different perspective. Because what really matters is our way that we connect with that something greater than we are. And that's the true source of everything that is. And from that connection, we can then connect with others at that same deeper level. And this is how we open our heart. An open heart can meet all that we've been given. An open heart allows us, as Joseph Campbell says, to participate joyfully in the sorrows of the world. So you and I have a tremendous opportunity and privilege to be able to say yes to life. Campbell says we cannot cure the world of sorrows, but we can choose to live in joy. When we talk about settling the world's problems, we're barking up the wrong tree. The world is perfect. It is a mess. It has always been a mess. We are not going to change it. Our job is to straighten out our own lives. So to live in balance is to release our hold on what we want to happen and participate in what is happening. It's putting down what we carry and saying yes to what life has to offer, saying yes to that which is in front of us. Spring's a perfect time to straighten out our own lives because the flowers and trees are awakening and coming back to life. And the beauty of all that is around us makes it much easier to say yes to what is. Spring brings back the power of light. Light, the relationship of sun to the earth, is what helps define the seasons. Light has the effect of awakening both the earth and the people. The sun gives light to the earth, and then light activates chemicals that promote love. Love is the power of springtime. And as Mother Earth wakes up, she exudes that love. The energy of this love is reborn in the spring. And it's the same way with humans. The seasons affect us, and we go through a major shift with the changes of seasons. We are introspective. Most of us, or a lot of us, are introspective in winter. Our energy goes inside. But in the spring, we experience a rebirth, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, and we gain a new life, a new beginning. We become part of the process of recreation occurring during the springtime. We wake up, become more alert, our hearts are more open. It's a time of new beginnings. Everything is fresh, clean, and striving to grow upward toward the sun. In spring, we transition from an introverted state to a state of physical and spiritual blossoming. The light transforms us. It is a time of fertilizing, watering our spirits, and unfolding the petals of our hearts. Rosie mentioned that in ancient times, the vernal equinox was called Ostara, in honor of the goddess of fertility. And through her, life comes again after being blanketed in winter. Have you ever wondered why Easter, the time of the resurrection of Jesus, has eggs and bunnies in it? It's said that Ostara rescued a frozen bird by turning it into a rabbit who retained its ability to lay eggs. So in gratitude for saving its life, the rabbit would lay brightly colored eggs for Ostara. You know, so often when a culture wants to create a new belief system, it will superimpose its beliefs over the established ones. And we can see this with the resurrection, with all these things that Rosie mentioned that are around the springtime. But they're really superimposing their beliefs over that underlying paganism that is so ancient and so much before these came. So even though our Easter religious rituals would have us believe that this is a day of Jesus' resurrection, we can see Ostara winking at us through shelves of chocolate bunnies, Cadbury eggs, marshmallow peeps, as well as colored eggs. You and I have so much to be grateful for. In this time of the spring equinox, when nature reveals its beauty and its love, we are called to consider what truly matters for us. And then from that inner wisdom, we can connect with our source and with the people and the world around us. And that from those connections, we truly can't help but live in balance. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Goes like this. Tell the gentle bud of my heart, it soon shall have release. Its roots grow deep and wide in the fertile ground of peace. Tell the gentle bud of my heart, it soon shall have its chance. Nature demands change so that we may advance. A blossom can't return to the bud, the old thought cannot hold anew. So we must learn to bloom and grow and let God's light shine through. Tell the gentle bud of my heart, it soon shall have release. Its roots grow deep and wide in the fertile ground of peace. Tell the gentle bud of my heart, it soon shall have its chance. Nature demands change so that we may advance. Yeah.
Praise on. Thank you.
Fun. Partially based off of Ernest Holmes' words.
Thank you. Okay, it's time for our offering, and it's a chance to put the law of divine circulation in process. So won't you join me in our offering affirmation on the left-hand side of your bulletin? My gift goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless all that it touches. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I share generously of my good, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Thank you, sweetheart.
before the face of God.
And thank you so very much for your generosity and your love that allows us to be an integral part of this community and to share our love with others as well. So thank you so much. So let's close this portion of the service out in prayer, and then please join us for refreshments and a chance to share our love with Don if he can hold on. I know, it's right there. I know. So there is one mind, there is one divine intelligence, and its attributes are love, truth, beauty, joy, harmony, peace, abundance. And we are the divine inheritors of these beautiful attributes. So as we go forth this week, as we welcome a new spring and the coming of warm weather and beauty, we know that we are truly blessed beyond measure. I speak my word for anyone experiencing any challenge, and know that God is at the heart of that challenge. I give thanks to be a part of this spiritual community. And I feel the love that is generated here so very, very much. So I release these words to the divine law and simply allow it to be as we say together, and so it is. Thank you. What? Oh, there's lemons outside, so grab some.
When life gives you lemons. So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are living a new world now. So let there